Hey there, footy fans. Let's have some more footy fun with Footy Fin. And I'm looking at the form guide here. Got the tips for round 26, the penultimate round of the home and away season of the 2023 NRL season. Okay, and who will make the finals? All right, so on Thursday night, we've got the Panthers hosting the Eels. Of course, this is a replay of last year's grand final, but sadly, the Eels have just gone all the way down to the basement, if you will, and they're missing the finals, not even making the top 8 this year. Panthers to win that one, of course. Friday, the early game, the Warriors host the Dragons. This one seems to be a no-brainer. The Warriors sort of inconsistent patches seem to be behind them, hopefully, in past seasons, so the Warriors to win this one. Friday night prime time, bit of a Queensland derby from Lang Park. The Dolphins up against the Cowboys. Of course, the Dolphins have had some disappointing 1 and 2 point losses in recent weeks to really just fade out of the finals race. And particularly last week, they got in front with only moments remaining, and then they sort of lost the ball on a Tigers kickoff and conceded a penalty, and Api Coruscant kicked a bit of a miracle penalty. Look, let's not talk about it too much, okay? It saddens me. So, a bit of a derby here, Queensland derby. Now, interestingly, the Dolphins are mixing things up in the centres. Branko Lee, I don't know if he's playing down in Queensland Cup or injured, and Ewan Aitken's on the bench. So in the centres, they've got Tessie New and Jennings, which is interesting. The Cowboys are missing Jeremiah Nanai. That will hurt their forward pack a bit, but I don't think enough. I think the Cowboys are going to win this one and still retain a glimmer of hope for the finals. Saturday afternoon, the Storm hosts the Titans. Now, this one's pretty easy to pick. There's a bit of talk about Ryan Pappenhausen coming back. He's been playing Queensland Cup for the Sunshine Coast Falcons in recent weekends. He, I think, is on the extended bench. The Titans are missing Jaden Campbell and Sami and Tanner Boyd. They're out with sort of season-ending injuries. Storm are going to win that one. Saturday afternoon, 5:30 p.m, the Roosters host the Tigers. Now, of course, the Roosters are still in with a finals chance. And as I said the other day, the Bunnies are going to be missing Latrell for the crunch match with the Roosters next weekend. That one's going to decide basically whether the Rabbitohs or the Roosters, arch rivals, make the finals. Now, with the Roosters, they are missing James Tedesco due to head injury protocols. They do welcome back Jared Warrior-Hargraves, and after a long layoff, young Sam Walker in the halves. So going to be very interesting to see how young Sammy does there. I'm tipping the Roosters to beat the Tigers here. Saturday evening, Canberra Raiders host the Brisbane Broncos. Now, of course, Canberra won. They won this derby at Lang Park in Easter. They upset the Broncos to grind out a gritty win at Lang Park. Both teams are missing key playmakers. So Canberra are missing Jack Whiten. The Broncos are missing Adam Reynolds. He's out for a week or two with a calf injury, and really I would say the Broncos' finals chances in the race to the premiership do hinge critically on Reynolds, who's also their captain, so let's hope he's okay for Broncos fans. I think this might be Jared Croker's last match for the Raiders at home. And the Broncos welcome back Corey Oates on the wing, of course, the ex-Barella Bar Panther. I'm tipping the Broncos to win this one. Sunday afternoon now, the Dogs host Manly. Of course, both of these teams are pretty much out of the finals race. These two clashed in the grand final in about 95, I think. It's a bit of a case of who cares unless you support one or the other team. Manly are missing Ruben Garrick. He had that a little sort of a minor spinal transverse process fracture after chancing Nickel Clockstadt collided with him in the air last week. Garrick is a key part of the backbone of the spine, and he is their goal kicker. I'm actually going to go with the Dogs to have a minor upset here. And then lastly, this weekend's crunch game up at McDonald Jones Stadium in Steel City. The Newcastle Knights host the Sharks. Now, both of these teams are pretty much guaranteed to make the 8, I would say. They could finish anywhere from sort of 4th to 6th or 7th, somewhere in that sort of zone. The Knights are on a roll. They've won 7. Jackson Hastings is playing. A bit hard to pick here. The Sharks on paper almost look better, but I'm going to go with the Knights to continue their winning streak and round it out to 8. So the Knights to win that one in the race towards the finals. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy your round 26 footy. It all kicks off tonight. Can't wait. A few mouth-watering prospects here. And until next time, catch you out by the corner post. See ya.